Good evening. I'd like to call this meeting to order. I'd like to also welcome all of you. It's nice to see a big crowd out there. We'd like to begin with roll call, please. Board members, if you're in attendance, please check in. I have 6. It's a little blurry. There we go. Okay, roll call complete. Thank you. Okay, now let's begin with our invocation and pledges. Roger.
Okay, thank you. Let us take a moment to pause and reflect. We are grateful for the opportunity to gather here, united in purpose and in service. We ask for wisdom and clarity as decisions are being made tonight and for a spirit of collaboration in all things that are discussed. This evening, we lift up a special blessing for the valedictorians and salutatorians being recognized from each of our high schools today. Their achievements represent years of dedication. Beyond every honor, there is a story of late nights, early mornings, and the support of those around them. We ask that you also bless the entire class of 2026 as we enter this season of celebration and pray that they succeed in their chosen endeavors. We also recognize and give thanks for our emerging educators in their first years in the classroom. They have chosen a calling that asks much and gives even more. Their energy and commitment are shaping our students' experiences in many ways. As we move forward, let us remember your teachings and follow your example in loving one another and supporting those in need. We ask all these things through you, because through you, all things are possible. In your name we pray, amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Russ. Okay, now for the moment that most of you are here, recognitions.
Good evening, everyone. If I could please have
Board,
our board
please step
members
down.
come down in front for photos. Okay, we will begin with our students of the month. First up is Southwest Elementary's Mateo Fernandez. Please come forward.
So, sweetheart, congratulations. Very proud of you. If you
Mateo
shake all their
is the
hands,
student of the
okay?
month. He's being recognized for doing very well in school and for being a positive part of the Southwest Elementary community. He comes to school every day showing dedication and a strong desire to learn. Mateo takes
So you're gonna
takes on a
stand
leadership
right
role
there
like
in the
safety
middle.
patrol and ranger buddies, where he shows
Awesome, right
responsibility,
there.
kindness, and teamwork. He helps bring students together and treats others with patience and respect. Mateo looks up to his parents and follows the values they have taught him, which guide his actions and attitude. He works hard, faces challenges with determination, and sets a good example
Awesome. We're
for
so
others.
proud of you.
Southwest Elementary is proud to honor him as a ranger this month.
If Ma- If Mateo's parents will please stand, we'd like to recognize you also and thank you. Thank you so much. And now you can go join your parents, okay?
Next up is Spicewood Park Elementary's Aaliyah Perez.
Congratulations, sweetheart. So proud of you. If you'll shake their hand.
Aaliyah is a hardworking fifth grade student who shows leadership, dedication, and strong character. She's an active member of the student council and helps make the school a better place. She also participates in the I Play team, encouraging teamwork and healthy habits among her classmates. She represents her school in academic competitions, including AAA, and recently helped her chess team earn third place at the district meet. Through her involvement, positive attitude, and commitment, she has set a
Congratulations,
great
sweetheart.
example for others and represents Spicewood Park Elementary's mission to inspire greatness.
Congratulations. Her parents will please stand. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. We're so proud of you. So proud. You can go join your parents, sweetheart.
Next up is Resnick's Middle School, Amarica Esquivel.
Congratulations, sweetheart. You're so proud
Amarica
of
is a
you.
strong leader who works hard and gives her best in everything she does. She faces challenges with determination, always looking for ways to grow instead of giving up. During the UIL One Act play, she learned how to design stage lighting and program cues, new skills she took on with confidence. She also stepped in to perform a role with only 24 hours notice, helping her team earn first place. America not only leads by example, but also supports
That is
and encourages
awesome.
others to do their best. She helps those around her succeed and makes a positive impact wherever she goes. Her dedication and leadership truly stand out.
Will her family please stand? Awesome. Congratulations. And then you can go sit right there, okay, sweetie?
And now we will recognize our salutatorian and valedictorian from Southwest Legacy High School. Our salutatorian is Nathan Williams. Nathan is the president of the Southwest Legacy National Honor Society. He is also the president of his senior class and serves as secretary of the student council.
Oh my gosh.
Nathan is
what
also a peer mentor
beautiful
on the
honor.
Southwest Legacy Hope
That's so
Squad.
exciting. We're
Nathan
so
plans
proud
to
of you.
attend the University of Houston and study political science for his undergraduate degree. His long-term plans are to attend law school and build his career as a medical attorney.
Yay! Awesome. Yes. Mhm. If his family will please stand, this is a huge honor. So proud. Woo-hoo. And then you can join us right there, sweetheart. Sit right there. Mhm.
And Southwest Legacy High School's valedictorian is Gamaliel Mata. Gamaliel is the co-president of the Southwest Legacy
This is for
Education
you,
and Training
sweetheart.
Organization, the secretary of Cafe College Ambassadors, the
Congratulations.
secretary of the Mu
Awesome,
Alpha Theta, and a member of the National
shake their
Honor
hand?
Society and Student Council. Gamaliel also holds a part-time job at McDonald's as a crew trainer and has interned with the City of San Antonio SAPD. Gamaliel plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin to study public affairs and then attend law school. Gamaliel plans to build a career as an immigration lawyer and ultimately serve as a judge.
Yes. If you'll stand right here with me. Any family members, will you please stand? Woohoo! Congratulations. So proud of you. You can sit right there.
The Southwest High School salutatorian is Henry Doss. Please come forward.
Henry, congratulations. What a beautiful honor. We're so proud of you.
Henry has made a mark over the past 4 years, earning multiple accolades throughout his time as a Dragon. Henry has served as the class president for the last 3 years, is an active member of the Dragon tennis
There we
team on
go.
which he serves as
Sorry
captain.
about that.
Henry earned the UIL
There you go.
Impactful
Perfect.
leader for her team
Awesome.
tennis for the entire state this past fall. He's a member of the Academic Honors Team and is an AP Scholar with distinction. Henry will earn his associate's degree from Palo Alto this May. He's a Quest Bridge Scholar, meaning he has earned a full ride scholarship
If
to
you'll
Boston
stand right
College in
there.
the fall, where he will major in biology on the
Let me
pre-med
fix
track.
this for you.
We have
okay?
no doubt Henry will continue to soar
we'll
to new
fix it
heights
for you,
at
okay?
Boston
Yeah.
College and beyond.
We just want this part,
Congratulations.
the salutatorian to, and I'll fix that right for you, okay? Awesome. And if his family will please stand, we'd like to recognize. Awesome. Congratulations. Great job, sweetheart. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
And the Southwest High School valedictorian is Seth Griffin.
Congratulations, Seth. Super proud of you, sweetheart. So proud of you.
Seth has been a standout in multiple arenas throughout his high school
gosh.
career. He has
Awesome
participated
job,
in
awesome job.
NJROTC all 4 years, including serving as cadet executive officer this year. He's an active member of the cross country and track teams, qualifying for regionals multiple times in cross country. Seth has earned many accolades throughout his high school career, including
Congratulations,
AP Scholar with Distinction, Cross Country
Could you stand right
MVP,
there?
and National Merit Commended Scholar. Seth will also graduate with his associate's degree from Palo Alto College. Seth will attend the Massachusetts Institute of Technology to study electrical engineering and will receive a full scholarship through its ROTC program. Upon graduation, Seth will serve as an officer in the United States Marine Corps.
Oh, so sorry. If Seth's family could please stand, we'd also like to recognize you. Congratulations.
Castem High School salutatorian is Howard Robertson. Throughout
Hi,
high school,
sweetheart.
Howard has been an active member of the
Congratulations. I'm so
Southwest High
proud
School
of
Band,
you.
Student Council,
So proud of
National
you.
Honor Society,
What a
Math
wonderful
Club,
honor.
Theater,
Wonderful.
and
It
Love and All
is.
Club,
Awesome.
demonstrating his active
Awesome.
engagement and dedication to his school community. Howard's achievements reflect his strong work ethic and passion for excellence. He will be earning his Associates of Science degree from Palo Alto College. This fall, Howard will attend the University of Texas at San
Congratulations.
Antonio,
Stand right
where he plans to major in physics and mathematics.
If his family will please stand because we like, yay! Congratulations, sweetheart. Thank you.
The Castem High School valedictorian is Jasmine Lim.
Jasmine, congratulations.
Jasmine has made a big difference through
We
her
are
leadership,
so proud
service,
of you.
and strong
So happy for
academics.
you,
She
sweetheart.
served as president of the
shake my hand.
National Honor Society, vice president of Student Council, and treasurer for the class of 2026. She also represented students on the Cass Schools Advisory Board and worked as a student ambassador. She enjoys helping
Congratulations.
others and was recognized as Mentor of the Month for her work with the Penguin Project. Jasmine has also done well in competitions, earning top awards in drone and technology events, and being the highest scorer on her academic decathlon team. This May, she will earn an associate's
So
degree,
proud
and
of
this
you.
fall, she plans to attend the University of Notre Dame to study accounting and data analytics.
If her family will please stand, we'd like to recognize you also. Awesome. Congratulations. We're so proud of you, sweetheart. And you can take a seat right there.
And now we will recognize our rising stars. Our rising stars have shown incredible growth, making positive changes and improving attendance. We are confident that their hard work will continue to have a positive impact on their
so
entire
proud of
Southwest
you.
ISD experience. First up
Congratulations.
is the
Isn't
adorable
this
Carrie-Ann Elmore
awesome?
from
This is for
Southwest
you,
Elementary.
okay? Yay! And this is for you too. Yeah. Great job, sweetheart. You stand right there, okay? Perfect.
Ready, and 1, 2, 3.
Awesome. If her family can please stand, we'd like to recognize you also. Good job, sweetheart. Good job.
Our next rising star is from Resnick Middle School, Michaela Pineda.
Here you go, Michaela. Congratulations, sweetheart. We're so proud of you. And this is for you also, okay? A medal? Yes. Isn't that awesome? That's how proud we are. You've done so good. So if you'll shake their hand, okay? You want me to hold something for you while you shake their hand? Okay, awesome. Thank you. Good job, sweetheart. Now you go stand right there in the middle.
And good smile. 1, 2, 3.
And our next rising star from Castem High School, Jesselyn Gonzalez.
I would like to ask if any of her family members are here. If you will please stand. There's awesome. Awesome. Good job, sweetie. Good job.
And now for our next rising star, Jesselyn Gonzalez from Catsdam High School.
Congratulations, sweetheart. That's awesome. Super proud of you. You'll shake their hands. Thank you. Great job, sweetie. You'll stand right in the.
And big smile. 1, 2, 3.
Any of her family in the audience, will you please stand? We'd like to recognize you also.
And now we're going to take a few minutes so these students that we just recognized and their families can go take more pictures outside, and we're going to bring in our athletic students that we are recognizing along with their families.
Thank you, guys. Thank y'all. Thank you.
And now we have some athletic recognitions. We will first recognize our Southwest High School state swimmers. First up is James Kipp. He's the first male swimmer to qualify for the 5A
Sweetheart,
state swimming
congratulations.
championship.
If you'll shake their hands.
In the history of the district, he placed 4th overall in the 100-yard freestyle and 5th in the 200-yard freestyle. We'll take a photo right there.
James, if you'll come right here, we're going to take a group picture. With the board real quick. Yeah, I'm going to fix his collar. Okay, here we go. There you go. Perfect. Okay.
Big smile. 1, 2, 3.
If his family will please stand, we'd like to recognize you also. At the end? Okay. Yes, if you'll have a seat.
Next up is Aiden Diaz. He qualified for the 5A state diving meet for the 3rd year in a row, where he placed 5th overall in the 1-meter diving.
If you'll stand right there.
Can the coaches get in there?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Bring James back in.
Yeah, yes. Where did James go? Oh, James, will you come back
Let's get a
up?
picture with your coaches as
Yes.
well. Come on up.
Absolutely. We'd like to thank these coaches. They've done a fabulous job. They're truly phenomenal with all our kids. Hi, Jerry. How are you? Good to see you. Perfect, perfect.
Okay.
Big smile. And 1, 2, 3.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, coaches, and thank you, students. Thank y'all. Thank you, Jerry. And and your parents. Okay, that's okay. Okay, okay. Thank you.
And now we will recognize our Southwest High School state power lifters. First up is Sophia Pusateri, 5A Division I
Wow.
state champion,
Congratulations.
220-pound
Awesome.
equipped
Let's shake their
bench
hands.
press state record of 335 pounds.
If her family will please stand, we'd like to recognize her family also.
And 1, 2, 3.
Next up, I hope I'm saying your name right, Danielise Viafane. She has 165-pound unequipped
Congratulations.
state champion, deadlift state record of 380 pounds, overall total state record of 880 pounds. Congratulations.
I can easily tell by their grip when they shake my hand. I can tell. If her family will please stand. Thank you.
Next up is Blaine Chesser, 5A fifth place state medalist, 198 pounds equipped.
Lovely. Congratulations. If his family will please stand so we can recognize you also. Okay.
Next up is Jeremiah Reyes, super heavyweight unequipped state qualifier.
Woohoo! Congratulations. Shake their hands.
All of them leave, all the kids, and then we'll push the third.
Okay.
Maybe with the coach.
Yes. If his family will please stand. If we could take one more, coach, join us, please. And then students, please join us here in the middle. So we appreciate our coach also for doing so much. Okay, here we go. We're good. Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Good.
Okay,
No, yes,
we're
very
good.
well.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're right beside. I got you. I got you. You're in there.
So,
Ready? And 1, 2, 3.
Thank y'all so much. Thank you, coach. Thanks for everything you do. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we will recognize our Southwest Legacy State powerlifters.
Scoot over.
First up from Southwest Legacy is Savannah Vargas. She won first place at state, our first
Savannah?
ever state winner with
Savannah,
660 pounds total.
congratulations. If you will shake all their hands, please. Awesome. Congratulations right there. Yes. Powerful and mighty.
Big smile. And 1, 2, 3. Yay!
Sweetie, if her family will please stand, we'd like to recognize you also. Okay, that's okay. We're proud of you, sweetheart. Super proud of you. Super proud of you.
yes, we got sick kids.
Next
No,
up
you-
is Ariana Sanchez, who won first place at state, another first ever state winner with
Woohoo!
1,130 pounds.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Wow, awesome. Will you stand there in the middle? We can take a picture.
1, 2, 3.
Any of her family here? So we'd like to recognize you. Woohoo.
Next up is Marisa Chavarria, who won fourth place at state, 840 pounds total.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations. Very proud of you. Congratulations. Who stand there in the middle? If her family is here, will you please stand so we can recognize you also? Woo!
1, 2, 3.
Awesome. Thank you.
Next up is Jacob Perez, a state qualifier with 1,620 pounds total.
Congratulations, Jacob. Way to go. Jacob, congratulations. If you'll stand in the middle. Any family for Jacob here? Yes. Wonderful. So proud of you.
And 1, 2, 3.
And finally, Luis Rubio, state qualifier with 1,500 pounds total.
Congratulations, Luis. You'll shake their hands. Congratulations. If his family will please stand, we'd like to recognize you. If everybody would come back with our coaches, because we cannot do this without our coaches. So thank you, coaches. Thank you. Very proud of you.
Gonna get
Okay.
now.
Good.
Yes, we're good. Okay. Put your head in again. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Great job. Thank y'all.
Now this one is going to be a big group. It's the Southwest High School boys water polo. The Dragon Water Polo team was the district champions for the first time since the team's establishment in 2022, going undefeated in district play. Congratulations.
So I would like to present this certificate to the entire water polo on behalf of myself, the school board, and senior staff. We are so proud of all your efforts and everything that you have done. So congratulations. Who would like to accept this for the team? Awesome.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So Bernie, come stand right here.
Actually, I'll just stay like that. I'll just go.
Okay, perfect.
Sorry. I'll call you out like that. There you go. All right. Can everybody see me? I can see you. All right. Ready? And 1, 2, 3.
Awesome. If the proud parents of these individuals please stand. Any parents for these individuals? I know some of y'all already standing, so just want to say congratulations. Thank y'all so much.
Oh, no.
For the big team, we just do one. Yep. Right.
And now for our Southwest High
Oh,
School
the
girls
banquet,
water
yes,
polo
yes,
team.
yeah.
Another history in the making. The Lady Dragon Water Polo team
Right
won
here.
district champions for the first time since the program's
Yay,
establishment in 2022,
congratulations.
and they did so while going undefeated as well in district play. Congratulations.
I'd like to ask if there's any parents or family members for these individuals. If you'd like to stand, we'd like to recognize you also. Very proud of you.
Oh, just squeeze that. There you go. There you go. Sorry. Big smile. 1, 2, 3.
Very proud of you. Thank you. Thank you, coaches. Thank y'all. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. district champions from. It's good.
And now for the Southwest Legacy High School boys basketball team. The team had a historic year. They were the first basketball team to win the district
Congratulations, Coach.
championship, the first basketball team to win a playoff game, and the first team sport at Legacy to win a second round playoff game. The Titans
Congratulations.
finished the season with a 27-10 record. Congratulations.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations, Coach. If everybody,
Y'all need to move out.
if we could kind of center ourselves.
Okay, the point guard's in the spot. The slammer's in the back.
This ain't gonna work.
Stand over here.
If you will hold a certificate for the team, that would be awesome. Okay,
Is that
perfect.
good? Okay.
Ready? And big smile. 1, 2, 3.
The family. Yes, you do. Yep. The family for these young men, if you will please stand, because we're very proud of you. And the biggest cheerleader that's in the back, if she wants to stand too. Who's the biggest cheerleader? Look at your principal. Yeah. Thank y'all so much.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Dr. Law.
Congratulations.
Thank
You
you, guys.
follow Brandon over there. Thank you. Go watch this person.
And now we will bring in the Southwest High School girls soccer team. The Lady Dragons soccer team had one of the most successful seasons in recent history. The
Congratulations,
Dragons
Coach.
win
So proud of y'all.
23-3-1 overall and a perfect 16-0 in district play, a
congratulations. Hi,
first since
sweetheart.
2022.
Hi, congratulations.
The Dragons averaged over 4 goals per
Congratulations.
game and allowed less than 1 goal on average per
Congratulations.
match. The team was led by first-year head coach Samuel Romero and his
Congratulations.
veteran assistant coaches Jasmine Torres and Paul Patina.
Congratulations.
With this success, the Dragons were crowned district champions and earned a bi-district
Congratulations.
championship in the first round of the UIL state playoffs with a
Congratulations.
convincing win over the Seguin Matadors. The green and white finished as area finalists in the second round of the playoffs
Congratulations.
and held eventual state champion Smithson Valley to a razor-thin 1-0 lead at halftime. A huge congratulations to the Lady Dragon soccer team and their success on the
If you
pitch
will
this
hold
year.
this for your team.
Stand up. Okay. Here we go. Big smile. 1, 2, 3.
If the family for these young ladies, will you please stand? Any family? Will you please stand? Thank you. Congratulations, very proud of y'all. Thank you. Thank y'all. And you'll follow Brandon right there. Thank you. Thank you, Coach. Thank you.
And now for the Southwest boys soccer team.
Woo. Congratulations, Coach. So proud of you.
The team is proud to have won its 8th
Congratulations.
district title this season,
Congratulations.
showing the hard work and
Congratulations.
dedication of the players. Although they didn't reach their final goal in the playoffs, they gave their best effort and showed strong
Congratulations.
determination throughout the season. The team represented their program with pride and never gave up. Thank you to our players, families, and supporters for being part of another good season,
Congratulations.
led by Coach Juan Romero, Michael
Congratulations.
Luden,
Let me
and
see that.
Gabriel Romero.
Congratulations.
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 Thank you.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
The other half will be on this side, and we'll just have board in the middle.
Eric, where's Eric?
Whoever wants to represent.
Yeah. Okay. Who's gonna
Who's the captain?
Okay.
Right. Right.
There you go. Okay, you hold it. Okay. I'm surprised he didn't come.
So everybody on that side.
Oh, no. He was here earlier.
Was he?
Yeah.
What was going on over there? I saw that.
We had the installation of the new officers. So he came.
So doing the tippy toe.
With Joanne.
Oops, sorry. So sorry. If the family for these wonderful individuals, will you please stand so we can recognize you also? Thank y'all. If y'all will follow Brandon, thank y'all so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Very proud of y'all.
You.
And now for the Southwest Legacy High School
Uh,
boys
Yeah,
soccer
he
team.
was here earlier. Yes. Coach, so proud of you, Coach. So proud. Congratulations. Congratulations.
All right, wait, we're gonna
Congratulations.
take photos.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
All right, the Titans finished the year with a 19-9 overall record, proving they were one of the elite programs in Texas, competing in UIL 5A Division I. The team fought through a grueling schedule to finish second in the district with a 12-4 record.
Who's
By the end
team
of the run,
captain?
Southwest Legacy was ranked number 8 in San Antonio and number 46 in the entire state of Texas for Division 5A. The postseason is where this team truly etched its name into the history books. The Titans went on an incredible tear, knocking off powerhouse programs to reach the UIL state tournament for a first time in school history. The Titans finished among the top 4 teams in the state in 5A Division I. The success of the 2026 Titans soccer season was made possible by great team effort and community support led by Coach Sandoval. Congratulations.
Big smile. 1, 2, 3.
If the parents of these wonderful individuals, will you please stand so we can recognize you? Woo!
And that does it for our athletic recognitions. And I know y'all notice we have a lot of recognition, so y'all may leave to go take some more pictures outside while we get ready to recognize some educators.
Great job.
And now we'd like to recognize our emerging educators. This award honors teachers who are in their first 1 to 3 years in the classroom. The district recognizes them for their strong work ethic, positive attitude, and the great job they've done throughout the year. These teachers have learned how to handle the challenges of teaching while also showing care and understanding for their students. Starting out in education can be tough, but they have stayed strong and worked through those challenges. Their dedication and effort have made a positive impact on their classrooms and school community. First up is Big Country Elementary's Sarah Vaya.
Sarah, will you please stand? We'd like to congratulate the family members of Sarah.
Next up, from Elm Creek Elementary, Haley Gaylor.
If her family will please stand, we'd like to recognize you. Education runs deep in the family. Thank you.
From Hidden Coast STEAM Academy, Farah Ramirez.
If her family will please stand, we'd like to recognize you all.
From Indian Creek Elementary, Kimberly Gardner.
If Kimberly's family will please stand, we'd like to recognize you.
From Crewell School of the Arts, Rebecca Coronado.
Family will please stand, we'd like to recognize you.
From Meadow Creek Elementary, Mackenzie DeCock.
Will please stand.
From Sky Harbor Elementary, Hilda Garcia.
If Hilda's family will please stand, we'd like to congratulate you all.
From Spicewood Park Elementary, Robert Dreamkowski.
Really special. So many reasons, because he was a student when I was at the country.
Oh.
You go. His grandmother is in the audience that we all love so very much. Ms. Odilia Martinez. And if his family will please stand because we're super proud.
One, two, three.
And from Sun Valley Elementary, Chloe Davis.
Please stand. We'd like to congratulate you also.
From McCullough Middle School, Sofia Rodriguez.
Congratulations. If her family will please stand, we'd like to congratulate them also.
From Resnick Middle School, Jacqueline Ramos.
If her family will please stand, we'd like to congratulate you also. Very proud.
One, two, three.
From Scobie Middle School, Jose Sanchez.
If his family will please stand, I'd like to congratulate them.
One, two, three.
From Southwest Legacy High School, Nick De Leon.
If Nick's family will please stand, we'd like to congratulate you also.
One, two, three.
From Cass STEM High School, Cesarina Fernandez.
If her family will please stand, we'd like to congratulate you.
One, two, three.
And now for our district finalists from elementary, from Southwest Elementary, Alyssa Salazar.
If her family will please stand, we'd like to congratulate you also.
Our district secondary finalist from McNair Middle School, Bianca Pena.
If her family will please stand, we'd like to congratulate you.
The Southwest ISD Elementary District Emerging Educator is Carol Lopez Lima from Bob Hope Elementary.
Family will please stand so we can.
The Southwest ISD Secondary District Emerging Educator is Raven Bat from Southwest High School.
If Raven's family will please stand, we'd like to congratulate you also. We'd like to, we'd like to congratulate all our teachers of the year. Thank you for the hard work that you do. Teaching is not easy, especially when you're first starting off with this career. So we truly thank you. The board would like to give you a token of their appreciation. It is just a small token to say thank you for everything you do. The campus nominees received a check for $100. The campus award finalists $250, and the district educator winner was $500. And I'd like to thank the board for allowing us to do this for our teachers. It's just a small token to say thank you for your countless hours and your dedication. And also say thank you to the family, because we know that they put in a lot of work. So that means that a lot of times they miss family events, and we appreciate all the support that you give your loved ones. Thank you all so much at the bottom of our heart.
That does it for our recognitions.
This is the fun part. Okay, item 4, public general comments. Brandon, we have anyone sign up?
Yes, sir. We have one person signed up. So I'm going to roll the rules of engagement when addressing the board in the public hearing or the board meeting. When addressing the audience during the public forum, speakers' commentary must adhere to the following. Everyone must model courtesy and respect. Speakers shall not employ profane or threatening language, nor shall they engage in any personal attacks. The public has the right to make critical and harsh remarks. However, the expectation is that the message delivered by the speaker is done so in a constructive manner with a collaborative purpose. Speakers are expected to respect both the decorum of the public meeting and the authority of the board. In accordance with Board Policy BED Local, the board shall not deliberate or respond to any subject that is not included on the agenda posted with the notice of the meeting. Speakers who have signed up to speak on a specific agenda item must focus their own comments on the posted agenda item. We have Haley Friesenhan, who signed up to speak general public comments this evening. Haley Friesenhan, can you please come up to the podium? And you will have 3 minutes to make your public comments.
Hi, I'm Haley Friesenhan. I'm the president of our Southwest FFA chapter, and I have our Sentinel, Nico Harrell. We'd like to invite all of y'all to come out to our banquet on May 11th, and we hope to see all of y'all there.
Consent agenda. Board members, you've had that before you. Item 5, A through D. Questions, anyone? Give a motion. Daniel move. Second. Okay. A motion and a second to accept the consent agenda. Hearing no questions or pulling of items. All in favor, please vote. All abstaining, same. Motion passes. Items of information, instruction update. Thomas?
Yes, sir. We're going to have Thomas introduce our guest.
First, we're going to have Jorge Flores and Steven Jackson here for Southwest Elementary renovation.
Good evening. We are here to give the status on the Southwest Elementary School renovation project. And just for you to remember, this project has been broken in 6 phases. Right now, phase 1 through 5 are complete. Tomorrow, we're going to have the final inspection for the phase 4. And after that, in 2 weeks, right, the contractor is going to start with phase 6, which is early in the schedule. So these are some of the photos of previous packages that have been completed. The portable buildings, the package 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is phase 4, which was delayed a little bit in the construction, but is complete. These are some of the pictures of the completion. These are more pictures of toilets and corridors. The schedule is on time, and the budget is under budget right now. So if you have any questions. Thank you. Good evening.
Next, we're going to have Crewald School of the Arts. Casey's going to come up.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Casey. I'm with Huckabee. We also have Marksman Contractors here.
I'm David Laureano. Good evening. Marshman.
To the mic.
And my name is Jonathan Salas. Yes, ma'am.
And again, I'm Casey Anunzio, if you didn't hear me the first time. So we're here to talk about Southwest ISD Crewald School of the Arts. And we are making some great progress out there. And so this just shows you again the phasing plan of the work that's scheduled to continue through the end of the year. And then in pink, where I've put the red dash line around, that is work that will start in summer.
So work completed right now. Phase 3, the exterior. So those are going to be the canopies. The northwest canopy and east canopy have been completed. So as of right now, and you'll see pictures here shortly, they had some protection, overhead scaffolding. We removed all that, and now the students are able to use the pickup and their drop-off location like it was normally. Phase 5, the fire marshal, we passed our final inspection, and we're currently to give that back to the school on time. Work in progress. The only thing we have left is going to be the vestibule that's outside that connects the gym to the cafeteria. Other than that, phase 5 has been completed. Upcoming work like exterior work, we're working on our dumpster pad currently, and then we're soon to start the asphalt outside.
And so this is a picture that just kind of shows what the school has looked like, so parents and the community can see that people are hard at work. And this shows our canopy, our Avidec canopy to the side of the building, complete with the new concrete work. Big improvement to that side of the building. And then this shows what it looks like as you walk down the canopy and some of the site work and things that are happening around that side of the building. Again, some photos. This shows that this canopy work is not super simple. It does have to be tied into the existing building. So here we just show the clean look of how that new canopy ties in. with new downspouts. And this shows the paving and the court striping on the play area outside. Okay, so now we're going to go into the interior. So this shows one of the corridors that has just recently been completed. And you can see that there is some natural light coming in. We've got the lighting, the linear lighting in, the tile work is finished, the VCT work on the floor and the LVT work is complete. And I took this picture last time because I think it tells a pretty strong story of the before and after of the interior of the school, and the transformation's been pretty phenomenal. So you can see that the news to the left, and then the gray is the existing to the right. And then again, some pictures of the corridor. These are now looking into some of the classrooms. It's bright, it's clean, and contemporary. And now we've got some doors reinstalled with new hardware. This shows a typical classroom completed with the flooring, the millwork, the whiteboards up, the cubbies. So again, big transformation on the classrooms. And then again, it just shows the picture of some of the work that's going to be happening out front. And that's it. That's what we have for you today. Any questions?
Thank you.
Oh, we're glad that you really like it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Next, we'll have Elm Creek Elementary renovation.
Good evening, Board. Thank you for your time tonight. My name is Lawrence Garcia. I'm with LPA Architects. I'm here with Brad James, Joris Project Executive, working on this project with us, or we should say we're working with you right now. You are doing the heavy lifting. All right, so this is a 7-phase project. We're currently in phase 5, working on classrooms primarily. You can see that on the bottom left of the school. The diagonal hatch, that's the work that has been completed to date. So you'll see the 4 phases that are done. So no glamorous pictures this week. We are primarily doing demolition and also have some mechanical, electrical, and plumbing rough-in going in as well. So as you can see, Joris has got the classrooms that they're working on pretty empty at this point. Additionally, we have a little bit of exterior work similar to the other schools. We are working on the front of the campus, as you can see on the left, where we have the new structure for the canopies. And on the right, we have the bus drop-off on the side of the building going up right now. Like I said, short presentation today. Brad, did you have anything else?
No, short and sweet, on schedule,
Any-
under budget.
Any questions? Thank you.
Next up, we have Alvarado Elementary. Onel Jimenez is here with Marmon Mock, and Brad James with Joris.
Good evening. I'm Onel Jimenez, and you already know Brad. Alvarado Elementary School, you guys are familiar already with the layout. First floor, second floor, progress summary. Currently, we're about 90% complete. Exterior work that's ongoing is some of the exterior masonry, metal wall panels and soffits, parapet coping. There's some site concrete and asphalt going on, work in the courtyard, landscaping and irrigation is underway. And in the interior, we have ongoing paint, ceiling tile, flooring, wall tile, doors, hardware, specialties, MEP trim, finishes, and light fixtures, fire alarm, and data cabling. I put this picture in here because last year at this time, this is what we were looking at. This was our first presentation of the project. And so this was last month, what it looked like, and now last week. So as you can see, there's a lot of the asphalt for the parking areas is in place, and the exterior of the building, there are more completed finishes. You can definitely see the progress. This again is last month, and this is a similar view this month, last week. And just kind of working our way around the building. So you can kind of see the areas that are asphalted in. This is in the interior of the spaces, looking at the gym. As you can see, further and further completed, paint, wall pads going in, the back stops for the basketball. This is the art and music. You can see millwork. You can see ceiling tiles are in place. Floor finish. In the cafeteria, again, same thing, paint. Starting to see the wood acoustical panels in place, and the serving line, you can see tile floor or the quarry tile flooring. The kitchen equipment for the serving line is in, and also wall tile. This is looking at area C, one of the classrooms, one of the SPED classrooms. And again, you're seeing more completion, more ceiling tile. The floors are done, paint on the walls, tile in the restroom. And this is looking in the area C corridors. Again, more of the tile work, more of the ceiling tile in place. And then in the admin areas, again, millwork, toilet, sinks in the restrooms, wall tile in the restrooms, and ceiling tile in place. This is looking, the picture to the left is the main entry, and you can see the large format wall tile going up on that one side. And then pictures of the library, and you can see the windows with the colored glass in place. And looking into area A, starting to look at the corridors and collabs and starting to see all the wall tile in different colors, identifying those specific areas as well. What we're calling neighborhoods, and each one will have its own personality. To speak about project schedule, Brad?
Still roughly, we're heading into the home stretch here. We had a couple hiccups with CPS, but we got power turned on last week. Finally have air on and lights on in the building, so we're pushing towards completion.
Substantial completion.
So just a little bit, because we've had to move some things around with the furniture coming in, so we're looking at mid-June for substantial completion now. Just wanted to let you all know that it was mostly due to CPS. And then, of course, this week the weather's not helping. Granted, they got a lot of the asphalt and concrete down, but the CPS holdup has kind of kept us back a little bit on what we normally would have expected to. I know that the original date was like May 25th, so we're looking 2 weeks later than that, and we've adjusted with the furniture move in from there. So still will be done plenty of time, ready to go for start school. So it's nothing to hold us up there. Just a little bit further back than what we anticipated. 22nd. I think they're going to do several groups in the morning on the May 22nd date.
Thank you.
And on another note, we hope you enjoy the Fiesta medals.
Thank you.
And last, we have Rafael Bedoya with Pfluger and Brad again for the Legacy High School edition.
Good evening, Mr. President, Superintendent, members of the board. For the record, I am Rafael Bedoya with Pfluger Architects.
Beautiful.
And the eye candy beside me, you know him, Brad James. So it is board report number 7 today. It's a quick report like usual for me. Substantial completion for us is going to be on June 30th, and we're still on track for that. The pay app application number 10 that we processed through the end of March takes that to 70%. So with 2.5 months to go, I think we're going to make it right on time to do that substantial completion walks in late June. To some of the photographs that we have, we only put a few up there just to give you a brief of where we are on the exterior. The brick is complete, the scaffolding is coming down, so they're starting to clean it. I think we did a fairly decent job of matching the existing. So good job for Joris on that. They are starting the little bit of metal panels, they're starting to put those up already, also matching existing. The storefront windows on the exterior are pretty much up. And although we don't like to see rain for the construction, we do like to see it because right now we're testing the roof. The roof is almost about fully complete now. They just have a little bit of metal coping to install, but the weather is proving that the work was done correct because we haven't seen any leaks on the inside, at least not yet, right? So everything's flowing out well. On the work for the controls and the fire alarm system, they've been progressing through the campus as we've been reporting. They're probably more than halfway done by now, and still on schedule to complete that before the start of school. On the interior, a lot of the finishes are going up from the photograph, ceramic tile, paint. They've installed some of the clouds out there. We did a above ceiling inspection on the first floor last week. We're going to be doing second floor next week, and that allows them to start putting up the ceiling tiles, and basically the rooms start to look finished. So we have the finished polished concrete floors, so that right now they're just being protected. So by the time we get around of substantial completion, they'll just remove that protection and we'll be doing punch list items. Anything else you want to add?
No, should finish early.
That's a good point. If you all have any questions for us.
Gracias.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Okay, board members' monthly tax report.
Yes, sir. We are on track. We're about 93%. This is where we were last year, so we're trying to get to about 98.5, 99% by the end of the year, going into July and August.
Financial report, anything you want to add to that, Brandon?
No, just a financial report. When we look at our finances, we try to make sure that we aren't spending more than we're bringing in. So right now, our revenue is outpacing our expenditures. That'll start to change here in the next couple of months as we start to get more foundation payments from the state to catch us back up.
Monthly investment report.
I will share that you're going to start to see our report diminish a little bit as we start to spend out more bond funds. A lot of our investments have been the bond funds, but now we're on schedule to spend those out. So you'll start to see a little bit smaller investment report on the interest and what we're gaining off of that.
Report on gifts and bequests. Enrollment report. Review purchases over 100,000. Board members, any questions? District's local wellness policy and the board policy FFA local.
Yes. You ready, Roger? Yes. Okay. Hold on, Kylie, I'll pull it up for you.
Perfect. Well, good evening, President Vasquez, board members, and Dr. Ball. Today, I'm here to share some information and some recommendations that we have for updating our local wellness policy, which is tied to the board policy FFA local. So if you don't already know what the local wellness policy, which I know a couple of years ago we did some updates to it, it's our policy that is federally required and it ties to our National School Lunch Program. With that, the goal of it is to really just promote healthy well-being, nutrition education, physical activity amongst our students, and keep the district accountable to make sure that we're offering these opportunities to our students. Because of the meaning behind the local wellness policy, it ties perfectly into our SHAC committee. So we work with our SHAC committee to form a subcommittee, and that's the group we meet with when we need to analyze, update, or do anything with our local wellness policy. So we do have 2 recommendations for updating to our policy. And none of them are doing anything drastic because we're basically following and we're just updating our policy to match our procedures. So this is our first recommendation. It does tie to the nutrition education part. We are recommending that we add line item 4 to the nutrition education section. And this is requiring oh my goodness, excuse me, the district to maintain school gardens as well as a farm to school program. We are doing both of these items already, as many of our elementary campuses do already have gardens, as it's part of the pre-K curriculum. And then us as a child nutrition department, we do have a lot of farm to school events. October is Farm Fresh Month, and we participate in a challenge all month long. And then along with, we always try to bring in local goods as far as Texas products and whatnot when they're available throughout the school year. So this first recommendation, again, it's really just matching up our policy with our procedures we're currently doing. And then the second recommendation is even more straightforward. As I mentioned earlier, this policy is tied to our National School Lunch Program. So we would like to update the title of the district official who's in charge with overseeing the local wellness policy to match who's currently overseeing it, which is child nutrition administrators. And those are only 2 recommendations for any changes in the policy. Everything else will remain the same. Does anybody have any questions for me? Yes, ma'am.
So during the summer, we've had a problem before where all of the gardens that are done at schools, there seems to be a leftover mess. And I'm just wondering, is there a plan for ensuring that the mess gets cleaned up before, the students are out for the summer? Because it has become a problem in the past.
Yes, I have assigned that to Thomas Kruger. So in the summer, if we go by campuses and they have left a mess, we are going to clean it up and take care of it. We actually talked to, correct, we've talked to principals about when they want to do a garden, that it needs to be maintained, and at the end of the year, if there's things that are left that needs to be taken care of, they need to take, especially trash and things that are left behind. But then Thomas's crew is ready to help out in any means necessary to get those gardens ready for the next year.
Any other questions? Alrighty, thank you.
Update on Senate Bill 546.
Yes, sir. This one's from the last legislative session. I call it one of another unfunded mandates that's pushed upon districts. Senate Bill 546 is requiring districts by the year 2029 to outfit every school bus in the fleet with three-point belt systems, seatbelt systems. And so this is kind of the background. I already talked about what it is as far as the legislature's trying to do. What they're trying to do for districts, because it is an unfunded mandate, they want us to do a study. And there's a process to it. And so the study is determining how many districts can afford to buy brand new buses and replace all their old buses that don't have the seatbelts with new buses. And then we let them know how many we have. And then hopefully they'll get some grants. They did this with safety. They came out with safety and they said, well, you need to have certain things in place for safety in your school districts. And then when they passed those laws, later on, they applied a bunch of grants out there that we could apply for. And we were able to use those grants to meet some of those needs. And so we're hoping this is a similar case. So the first step of this process, the school board has to determine that it's not financially feasible to replace all our school buses that we currently have and replace them with new buses that have the three-point seatbelt system. And so that's the first part. The second part is, at the same time, we have to provide to the school board what our inventory looks like, which I'll be sharing with you tonight. How many buses that we have currently that have the three-point seatbelts? How many only have two-point seatbelts? And then the ones that don't have it. And then we have to provide you a retrofit cost of what it would cost us if we decided to take all the school buses that don't have seatbelts and outfit them with seatbelts. And so that's part of this process. And then the last piece on what has to happen before we submit to the state is to report this to the school board, which is what I'm doing currently. And then the very last piece is we will submit this to TEA on what our determination is and how much it would cost for us to outfit all our buses. So looking at this chart, we have about 141 buses in our fleet. We have 10 of the, what we call the activity buses, which is the little white fleet that you will see. We have about 3 A-type special needs buses, and then we have 102 of the big 72-passenger school buses, and then we have 62 of the Class C special needs school buses. So right now, if you just go down the column there, column 1 after the school bus number is equipped with 3-point seatbelt systems. So currently, out of the 141 buses that we do have, we have 75 buses that have the 3-point system. So we're meeting the requirement of the law. This has started back probably 2016, 2017, and a couple of the bonds when we started purchasing new buses. We've been adding these seatbelt systems into those buses. We do have some buses that have the 2-point seatbelt system, and that's 8. But we also have 58 school buses currently that do not have any seatbelts on them. And so we have on the right side the estimated cost of the buses that have the 2-point and the buses that don't have any seatbelts. So a total price of about $1.7 million. If we decided right now, the board says, oh, we have the money to do this, or we have the money to replace school buses, would be a lot larger. I don't recommend that. We are kind of doing that with our bond funds, but we don't have enough bond funds to purchase all brand new buses. But if we wanted to outfit every single bus with seatbelts in the current fleet, it would be about 1.7. It's about $29,000 for your special needs buses and for your activity buses, and it's about $33,000 to outfit our regular school buses. We are not recommending that because we have some buses that are very outdated that we use for shuttle, and some of those buses aren't even worth $33,000. So what we're going to be asking the board tonight in the recommendation is that y'all approve the determination that the district budget does not allow for the purchase of buses equipped with 3-point seatbelt systems. That would be replace all our buses, 58 of them that don't have seatbelts. And that we are required, or you allow us to submit to the state all our information based on our inventory, and then the estimated cost that we would recommend to the state if there's any grant opportunities. At the same time this is happening, we still have bond funds currently that we will be using. You've already approved. We have 20 buses coming right now that we've already purchased. We'll have another round here next year for school buses. So we are going to be replacing some of these older buses that don't have it, but we don't have enough money to replace all of the 58. So the recommendation to y'all is to determine that it's not feasible for us to purchase all brand new school buses. Let us submit to the state, hopefully having those grant opportunities in the future. Questions for me? Correct. We purchased 10 that should be coming in fairly soon. And then we came back, I think in January, and ordered another 10. It takes about 8 to 12 months to get them. So in the next year and a half, we should have 20 more school buses. And then next year, we will make another order of 10. So we'll have about 30 that'll be brand new. We still have 58. And if you look at the 2-point, we have 8 over there. Then we will be, hopefully with the grant funds, if there's possibilities, outfitting the later model buses that we do have left to put those seat belts on those buses. And the requirement is by 2029. Correct. And hopefully with grant opportunities, our goal is to put seat belts or meet the requirement of the law. We just want to, we're using our bond funds to get some fleet, and then hopefully with the grants, we can finish up the rest.
Any other questions?
The 28,
Different ones, right? It's
correct.
72.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, I can get the math for you next time because it's gonna be different types of buses. They're different prices. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yes.
Acknowledge that our transportation person has really been looking forward,
Mhm.
forward thinking, getting us ready for this bus thing. Because some school districts, they don't have any buses with 3-point.
Correct.
I mean, they're gonna really be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
So Mr. Tamayo and his staff and just really put us in a much better position than most.
Absolutely, 100%, because not only did they do that, they actually brought, hey, we want sophisticated camera systems in all our buses, and so that we've added those 2 things, which I think are very important to our safety of our buses. So Mr. Tamayo's not here, but Mr. Figueroa and Mr. De La Cruz here, so kudos to them. Thank you. Thank you.
Division reviews of strategic priorities and goals.
updates and our goals. So certain key priorities will be discussed at every board meeting. Today, the ones that we will be discussing are the ones that fall under Brandon's area. So I know he has a presentation.
Also with Ms. Barsonis, so she's gonna go first.
Oh, okay.
I was like, and so I can never leave Brandon's side. So, as you know, we have gone through years of trying to make sure that our community and our staff understand our priorities and our goals. So we established many stakeholder groups and committees to come up and determine what were the goals that we were looking at. And so we came up with our 4 goals. And so today we're going to speak about 2 of them: optimizing fiscal and operational efficiency, and fostering a safe and supportive environment. Through that, you're going to look at strategic priority goal number 3, and we're going to look at goal 1 specifically. The superintendent will decrease the percentage of students identified as at risk for chronic absenteeism from 32.9% to 28.2% for the 25-26 school year. This was selected this year based on the fact that TEA made a new determination that we would be tracking chronic absenteeism and truancy in a much more vigorous way than they have. This is kind of coming from the COVID era and trying to figure out what we're going to do. For us, the status of our goal is we're currently at 24%. But I want to make sure you understand that this goal is a little different than the regular goals you're going to have. TEA actually came through and they defined what they consider chronic absenteeism and truancy to us. It's different. It is now an at-risk indicator. It would be, a student would be identified under those standards. After COVID, the number of kids that became chronic absentee students or identified there escalated to the highest level it's ever been. And you have heard us telling you that we are trying everything we can to get kids into school, but that's all kids. Now we're going to target the kids with severe absenteeism, 10, 20, 30 days of absentee, more than 30 days of absenteeism. What we're finding out is there's 4 basic barriers to that. Number 1, transportation. Whether it's they don't have transportation or they don't want to get on the bus at that hour, or they live outside of our area because we allowed them in. It's always something with a transportation need, something that they want something extra, something of that need. We do provide, like most school districts, for anybody living within our zone and our areas that are able to do it. We have the walkers, but the ones who need transportation, we're really looking at what those barriers are. We have aversion. We have children who don't want to come to school. They may not want to come to school for fear of failure. They may feel bullied. They may feel harassed. They may feel things that make them not want to come. They're lower readers than other kids in their class. They don't want to take tests. They may not like a teacher. Any reason that they could use to stay at home or be somewhere else, that's aversion. That allows somebody not to want to be at school. And then you have the disengagement. We do have students who don't feel like they belong. They're not part of a fine arts program, athletics, a club, an extracurricular activity. They have made no real relationships within a school building. And so they're the disenchanted students that we have. There's no connectedness. And so they don't come because there's no reason to come. And then we have misconceptions. We do have a lot of parents and students that feel like, well, I'm getting an A or I'm getting a B, so it doesn't matter if I come to school. So it's okay. Or it's okay for young ones to stay at home because they're young and it's okay. Well, you don't have to come to school when you're a pre-K or kindergartner because first grade counts. So these are all the misconceptions that we work through to kind of change that. The hard part about this goal is it's an ever-moving target. Because if you have 5 absences in the first month of school, you are now slated to be a chronic absentee identified student. But if those are your only 5 absences for the whole rest of the year, then you're not. So as the days go, we actually have to use a dashboard that calculates by day if students are getting closer and closer to being chronically absent as per the state definition. So as that law changes, Laura is on dashboards daily. Their campus principals have to understand exactly what that means to counteract that.
We have tried to do attendance incentives to get all students to want to be at school. And we've done a great job of telling people the importance of being at school. We now need to transfer that to same thing that we would do with a student. If we're teaching everybody reading and somebody is falling behind in reading, now we have to do something intensive and different. That's what we're doing. We're taking these group of kids who are slated to either be identified as chronic absenteeism students or maybe potentially there, and doing an intervention now to kind of change that behavior and make it not so punitive as just a court date or having to go through those types of actions. We also are trying to implement some transfer meetings from 5th to 6th grade, 8th to 9th grade to ensure that the receiving and sending campuses understand if somebody already has a truancy issue before that child walks in the door, so we can develop some contracts and plans with those parents on the first day. We address all of our disengagement students by making sure that they've spoken to a counselor, social worker, making sure they've joined clubs to really get the child to want to be at school. And then we want to make sure that we are going to put out videos that the students create about their own misconceptions about attendance to ensure that they hear from their peers of why it's important to be at school and how to make sure they know the truth about attendance. We will find new ways to get the word out about the consequences of absenteeism and what that could do as an identified at-risk indicator. But right now, we're hopeful and we're on track to make our goal. So we're happy to say that we hope the end of the year is a really good year for us. 28.2. 24. But that number only goes up, it doesn't go down. So right now, kids get added to that list mostly. So we're hoping to hold it down and having a lot of kids come to school. We have a lot of schools making end of the year celebrations and things and awards to get kids to want to come to school. So we're tracking to ensure that we can keep below that number. We are higher than the state average when you look at taper for our chronic absenteeism. So we're addressing those needs, but we're ensuring that we're decreasing that percentage annually.
So also, I have strategic priority 4. Thank you, Francis. Foster a safe and supportive environment. I have goal 3. We have goal 3, but I'm reporting goal 3. And that was the superintendent will strive for safety for all students by ensuring 100% of campuses will pass the intruder detection audits for 25-26 school year. Roger, go ahead and go to the next slide. I am very excited and happy and honored to say that 16 campuses went 100%. So we have 2 campuses still pending their intruder detection audit. So we're really excited about that. I think that with the ownership of our safety team and the groups that run our safety department with the police department and our principals taking safety as a priority on their campuses, that we have exceeded what we expected compared to last year. And so we're hoping for 100%. We have 2 campuses left, and so we will report back to you when those happen.
Questions, anyone? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. 26, 28, innovative services for students with autism grant.
I really am very excited about this grant. If you were here back in 2018, we received the same type of grant from TEA, $2 million, and we focused on early intervention the first time around. This time around, we went back and we really met with the families, community agencies, districts, and talked about where do we need to focus our attention now? And the word cliff kept coming back, which really stems from the reality that a lot of our parents with autism face, which is what do we do after they graduate? And on the south side of Texas and the south side of San Antonio, it is very hard to find outside services once they reach a certain age. So part of what we're going to really be focusing on is looking at our population 14 to 22, which is the transition age, and talking through What do we need to do as a group to be able to address those concerns to be functional when they leave us? What's great about this grant is it's not just us in isolation this time. This time around, we are partnering with 3 other districts. We were purposeful in these partnerships because 1, we're all facing the same concerns, but 2, we're all on the south side of town or in south rural areas that often are missed when it comes to services. So this partnership, which is very unique, we've created a collaboration, and we're really going to be focusing on identifying how do we move forward so that when they leave us at 22, there is a plan for every single student with autism. So the way this is going to work this time around, it's a 2-year grant. The first, each year is $1 million. We're focusing again on just the total spectrum of students with autism, 14 to 22. But we're going to focus in 4 pathways. So the first is the vocational preparation. We're really looking at if these are students that potentially can be trained to do a job, we're going to be really focusing on those skills. But the other component of that is we're going to try very hard to ensure that we have built really good partnerships with businesses so that we know exactly what skills they need to be successful in those businesses and really build that partnership so when they leave us, they're going into a job setting. The other area is higher education. We have a lot of students with autism that are able to go to college, but oftentimes it's either a fear of being on a big campus or you have parents that don't really know what to expect. We've built a partnership with A&M San Antonio. They are creating camps for us during the summer, which I'm so excited to really delve into. So these kids will actually, during high school, be experiencing some college experiences during the summer. So they'll go to the campus. They're going to have to navigate, dealing with disability services there because your parents can't go with you. You have to go and advocate for yourself. They'll actually attend some classes. Learning to navigate the college environment is really important, and sometimes that really takes somebody doing that with them. We're going to be working on independent living skills. This is a subject that is really touchy for parents sometimes because oftentimes the conversation is, I'm just going to have them live at home with me. We're going to really talk about what does that look like when they leave us and when it's time to look at potentially other options on the table. And the other big piece for us throughout all of this is just to truly ensure that they are truly inclusive in our community. How do we make that happen? And some of that stems from us really providing them with some skills so that they're able to be an active part of their community wherever that may be. So the goals we're looking at for this grant, employment readiness, we're looking at those inclusive transition services, so really building those relationships with the community agencies, and then looking at the sustainability beyond the grant. Our goal within the 4 districts is to ensure that at the end of this grant, that we truly have services outside of that age group, so that when they leave us, there is a program ready to go for them, whatever that looks like for each student. The families are a big part of this partnership. I know that I've had this conversation with board members and senior staff and lots of people. We have got to help families understand that there are services beyond 22. The question is, do they know how to access them? And what are the things that we need to do to remove barriers? So we have been working tirelessly to create some partnerships with some of those bigger agencies like Texas Workforce Commission to be able to help them see, here are the things that you need to do to make sure that you're ready to go at 22. So there'll be a lot of training aspects to that to be able to support that. But the other piece to this is really, for us, we want our parents to learn how to advocate appropriately for their students once they leave us. And that takes a lot of skills because there's so many agencies out there that if you don't know the right things to ask for, you don't necessarily access them. This is kind of the tiers of our money for this, the first year. Most of it is going to contracted services, and that is because it's going to be 4 districts. We have a large group of students that we will be working with. Those individuals will be coming in to be doing a lot of the task analysis to help them connect with jobs, going in and actually training the businesses so that when our students come on site, that we know exactly what the services are that they need to have in place. And then we do have some capital outlay, and that's really for technology because we are going to be doing some virtual components for a lot of the students and for the staff. But otherwise, it's a pretty good breakdown in terms of mainly the professional contracted staff or services for training and those kinds of things. So in terms of where our next steps are after this, I think it's May 21st, we will have our first collaborative summit with all 4 districts, really hone in on some of the bigger pieces that we need to make sure are in place and ready to go for the launch in the fall. Once the fall starts, year 1, we'll have all of our students identified who we will be targeting in all 4 districts, and they will begin the assessment process. And then when we get into year 2, the expansion of that is truly in launching off with our employers that we're going to be partnering with. And by the end of the grant, the goal is that we leave with a blueprint to be able to support all students with autism. Does anybody have any questions? All right, thank you.
Okay, first reading of revisions of board policy FDA local.
We have a PowerPoint too. So while they're getting the PowerPoint up, I do have FDA local by your side, and that's the standard policy changes that you'll see. The blue are additions, the reds are deletions. And so with this, we wanted to make sure you had some information because you've seen us talk about FDA twice within about a year and a half's time. For most of districts around San Antonio, you see a declining enrollment. And we actually have a lot of housing, a lot of apartments and people moving in. But when we take a look at our enrollment by campus, as you can see on your PowerPoint, you'll see that the district actually at this time of last year to this year, we actually have lower enrollment. So our enrollment is staying steady. It's not overly declining, but we're missing kids. So we are taking a look at where did those children go and what happened to those kids? What happened to those students? As you know, this past year, we went ahead and closed borders. And that was something that we made a decision on. And now we're taking a look at that decision with some data. We know that right now we're 200 students short of where we were at this time last year. And that exponentially gets put into how much we get funding for students, how much that if they're in a special program, how they're calculated, how many additional funds that we may lose. We had 434 vouchers come out this year when vouchers were approved. And so, yes, we might be growing, but we lost a lot of students too. So we're taking a look at was closing our doors really what we needed to do. This is our FDA local policy as it stands that basically states that we are not an open door district, that we allow employee children to come in here. We do allow cast people that are going to cast to come in, but that we really ask people to apply into the program if there's room. If their siblings were already here, we've kept them in, we've allowed them in, but is that the right thing? So our rationale is, I think we overcorrected. We went from we are completely open after COVID to we're completely closed. And so we don't give the autonomy to the campuses to say, well, my campus could actually use a couple more students. I have the teacher space. We have low teacher ratios. We could actually take more students who want to be in our system, who are great students, who come on time, whose parents take them. We close that avenue for them instead of allowing them to apply. And then if we have room in programs and in classrooms to actually accept those applications and allow them to be here. We have a lot of alumni who want their students to graduate from Southwest ISD. So we're going to correct our overcorrection by allowing the community to, bless you, to apply to come to Southwest ISD. And then based on the facilities and any space and room that we may have on campuses, to go ahead and work through our committees to determine if we can accept those students. The campus resources, whether they have enough staffing, enough classrooms, their teacher student ratios will be considered. Students' behavior and students' attendance will be considered, much like we did in the past. We only exclude last year. So we've done it ever since COVID. So STEM would still be open to application like they normally are, but we would like to look at changing our FDA policy to allow for that. If you look on your paper, you will see on there that we're also adding the items that probably should have always been added there, which are laws that say that if you are a police officer or active duty military, you are allowed to have your students attend any Texas public education school. So we've added those so that they know that they're welcome. So they don't have to question whether or not we'll take them here at Southwest ISD. If a student came from another state, from military families or any just moving, and they were already in a kindergarten program, that we would accept them into our kindergarten program. Those are the things we're trying to correct and really write down as the questions that we get from our community. Are there any questions?
Thank you. Okay, item 7. Consider approval of a resolution to acknowledge district support to obtain Purple Star status at all Southwest ISD campuses.
Lori, on your place last week was the Purple Child Month, so this is a little bag.
So this is one of the best things that I get to do every other year. Every 2 years, we're allowed to apply for the Purple Star status from TEA to designate ourselves as a district or a campus that supports military-connected students and military families. As a child of a military family, I strongly support this, and I'm very proud to say for the last 2 years, 100% of our campuses were Purple Star designated campuses from TEA that made efforts and opportunities for military families to support them. We would like to reapply for this application, so it must go through the resolution of this board to go ahead and apply to be designated again at all campuses for the Purple Star designation from TEA to support our military children and our military-connected families.
Questions? There a motion and a second. The board approved the resolution to acknowledge district support for each campus to apply for Purple Star status from TEA. Hearing no questions, board members vote now. Motion passes. Consider approval of a revision to board policy FDA local.
Yes, what this one is what Francis just reviewed. We'd like to ask the board to approve.
We have a motion and a second. Questions, anyone? Board members, vote now. Business and Finance, consider approval of recommended updates to the district's local wellness policy under board policy FFA local.
Yes, sir. This is a recommendation to approve what was presented tonight by the Child Nutrition Department.
Second. Motion second that the board approve the changes that were presented to the district's local wellness policy, board policy FFA local. Questions? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Or vote, continue to vote. Motion passes. Thank you. Okay, consider the award of RFP 2526-104 kitchen equipment.
Good evening again. As the Child Nutrition Department, we went out with an RFP because we're needing some equipment across the district to replace certain items that are broken or just are getting old and getting too expensive to fix versus replace. So we did go out to bid. 10 companies responded to our proposal, and we're recommending to move forward with rewarding 5 different companies. That was based on overall good quality and then, of course, overall cost. With that, all of this will be purchased with child nutrition funds, and the total will not exceed $225,000.
Second. Motion is second. Question. Hearing none, all, Vote now. Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Consider amendment to 25-26 compensation.
Yes, sir. This is some verbiage change. Right now in our compensation plan, we have $50 an hour for nurses to work summer school. So we've come up with some cases that we actually need them to work Saturday schools and tutoring during the school year. So really, it's just changing the verbiage from summer school hourly wages to an additional duty hourly wages. So we can use them during the school year as well.
Motion and second that the board approve the recommendation 25-26 compensation plan. Please vote now. Motion passes. Consider approval of replacement air-cooled chillers at McNair Middle School.
Yes, sir. As y'all know, McNair opened in 2009. The chillers there, when it was opened, were 2008 models. So they've kind of exceeded, or they have exceeded their life expectancy. We've had several circuits go out over the past couple of years. We're getting to the point now where we can't get parts for those chillers anymore. So the recommendation from the district staff is that we go ahead and go through with the replacement of those two chillers. Comfort Air Engineering Incorporated is the vendor that we currently have on our chiller maintenance. They are the ones that provided the quote for us to replace the two air-cooled scroll chillers, which controls all AC and heat at McNair Middle School. So everything has to run through those chillers. Currently, we're running at about 75%. We're still able to keep up, but in the really hot months in the summer, it gets testing. So we have not fixed the circuits that are down right now because of the amount of money that goes into those circuits when you do just one, knowing that we are probably at the 20-year lifespan of these units and probably needed to replace them. So Comfort Air provided us the quote. It also includes a 5-year warranty on parts and labor for the total amount of $926,395. And we will be funding this through 2023 bond funds that we have left over for some of the other projects. So we're just looking.
Do it over the summer?
We won't be able to get them this summer. The plan is that because they actually told me that they were like a 24-month lead time. They said it's going to come back to that. It's more like 46 weeks. So I don't know if that doesn't make it sound any better. But the plan would be possibly do one over Thanksgiving break and then another one during the Christmas break while the air is we're not as hot. So we'll be fine going through the end of this school year and leading into next year. It's just really, we have the problem in the July time. So our recommendation is that we approve Comfort Air Engineering to replace those two chillers, most likely at Thanksgiving next year.
Thank you. Any other questions? Hearing none, please vote. Motion passes. Consider approval of the determination of the district's current fleet on 3-point seatbelt requirement.
Yes, sir. District staff's recommending that the board approve the determination that the district budget does not allow for the purchase of buses equipped with 3-point seat belts to replace current fleet. The district will submit the required documentation to the state on May 29, 2026, with the potential future for grant opportunities.
Motion, 2 seconds. Any questions? Hearing none, vote now. Motion passes. Thank you. Curriculum instruction. Consider approval of instructional materials purchase.
We have Lisa Bolte that will share some information.
Good evening, Mr. President, esteemed board members, Dr. Ball. So we're coming to you asking for permission to purchase instructional materials for the 26-27 school year. So TEA does provide us with a instructional materials allotment fund to help us with these purchases. And we've traditionally always had this instructional materials allotment fund. They fund it each biennium. So when the legislature meets, comes up with the budget, they decide how much money they're going to provide the district. It's roughly $174 per student, with an additional $14 for each emergent bilingual student. So you put that money in the fund and it rolls over. So we can use it or it can roll over if we don't use all of the funding. We do have to ask them for the permission to purchase the exact items, and they approve those, and then they send us the funds. Because of House Bill 1605, and the legislature is asking the State Board of Education to look at instructional materials and determine if they were high-quality instructional materials, the legislature also just determined we needed to make sure there was money for that. So they gave us 2 additional buckets of money in the instructional materials allotment. The first is the State Board of Education approved entitlement. So those materials that the State Board determines are high quality, the legislature provided $40 per student to purchase those materials. That money does roll over if it is not used, because we can only use it for those titles that the State Board has approved. The first year it was funded, there were no materials to purchase, so it just rolled. The second year, we had Bluebonnet available, so we could purchase that, and now we're in year 3. Speaking of Bluebonnet, you often hear that it is free. That is true that it is free for online only, but if you want to have materials in your students' hands, you have to pay for the printing of those materials from the vendors that produce Bluebonnet. So the legislature gave us some money to help with those printing costs. So they give us $20 per student each year. It's a use it or lose it amount of money though, so if we do not purchase Bluebonnet, that money goes back to the state. So let's look at where we are at Southwest. When the instructional materials allotment fund closed for the annual rollover, we were at $2.5 million available in the instructional materials and technology allotment bucket. So we're looking at, we have one salary that does come out of those funds, which is allowed by TEA. We're looking at buying some K-12 social studies materials, some high school science materials, some 10th and 12th through 12th grade math materials that are not available for Bluebonnet at this time, some materials for our languages other than English classes at the high school, some licenses for CTE, and then if we have any high quality materials that we're purchasing for K-12 reading that aren't covered by the next bucket, we can dip into that fund also. Under the State Board of Education approved allotment, we have $1.5 million available. So our proposal is that we use that money to buy the high quality instructional material, which is HMH reading for K through 5. And then if we have any Bluebonnet materials that aren't covered by our open education resource entitlement, it would come out of that fund also. And for the Bluebonnet, which is K through high school that we're purchasing, we had about $265,000. So we are asking the board to approve the purchase of instructional materials for the 26-27 school year at a cost of approximately $1,809,000.
Motion and a second, the board approve the purchase of instructional materials for 26-27 school year at a cost of approximately $1.8 million. Questions, anyone? Hearing none, please vote now. Consider approval of 26-27 secondary new courses.
You have Celine, I'll be presenting some information.
Hello, good evening, Board President Vasquez, board members, Dr. Ball, and senior staff. I wanted to take this opportunity to ask approval for our new courses for the 26-27 school year. So these courses can be divided into 3 categories. Our intent is really to expand student opportunities for our students in middle school and high school, also align with workforce demands, and then also strengthen our college and career readiness. So for middle schools, we are asking for advanced inquiry and research 1 through 3. So right now, our students would have an opportunity to do some deeper research, critical thinking. And so just as a reminder, these courses are going to be based on teacher availability and then also the master's schedule. In addition to these classes that we're offering as enrichment, we are also asking for technology applications. This is a local elective course to provide more opportunities to really have students dig into more of a digital platform. And so that is why we're asking for approval for technology applications as a local credit course. The next set of courses that we are asking approval tonight have to do with our career and technical education courses. So it's aligned to our programs of study, and we're looking at courses that are a better fit for our students and will make them competitive for the workforce. So the first one is our technology, our communication and technology and education. That is for our program of study at Southwest Legacy High School. In addition, we are asking for 3 legal study courses, our court systems, our criminal investigations, and then also our correctional services. So these courses are going to provide a deeper level of understanding of our legal system, and then also prepare them for any careers in public safety and corrections. The last program of study is our cybersecurity. So we're looking at some new courses that will really help our students help with coding, which is our web game development, and then our foundation of user experiences. Our last set of courses have to do with our Spanish and then also our math courses. So the last course has to do with an advanced Spanish, and so that is going to help our students in professional settings, and so that class will be taught all in Spanish. In addition, we are asking for Legacy High School and then also Southwest High School is financial mathematics, so that'll provide them an additional math course that will really give them the support they need to help with any money management, but also some TSI. So it's an additional math opportunity for them. So at this time, I am asking approval if we don't have any questions about the new courses for 26-27. Yes, so when they're designing the master schedule, they just need to make sure that they do have teachers to teach those sections. So we did add them just in case, that does come to fruition. We just want to make sure that that is on the course deck. So as they are building the master schedule, that course is available to them. For the advanced inquiry and research, and so that's any certified teacher, primarily in RLA, social studies, but it is a local course, yes.
Any other questions? We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Hearing none, please vote now. Okay, motion passes. Consider approval of the submission of the dual credit faculty expansion project resolution for 26-27.
Yes, thank you. So this is an exciting opportunity for our district. So we are asking tonight for approval for the dual credit faculty expansion grant to submit the resolution. So just to give you some background on this grant is aimed at increasing our number of credentialed teachers that can teach dual credit courses. So right now we have 2 different modes. We have an online version where our students take online courses with our partners at Palo Alto, SAC, or St. Philip's, or they have a high school teacher who is credentialed to teach the dual credit courses. So what this grant is going to do, it's going to provide funds to give those teachers an opportunity to go ahead and earn the 18 hours that would make them credentialed in certain areas. So just to provide an overview, we do have our partner, St. Mary's University. So our teachers would be taking online classes asynchronously through St. Mary's. And the 3 areas that this grant is focusing on is English, history, and government. So this is an exciting time for our teachers to earn some hours to fulfill that and then also bring back dual credit courses where our teachers are the ones actually teaching them. So they did offer 2 credentialing pathways, but at the time of the grant, they're really looking at teachers with master's degree. In the future, it would be available for teachers with bachelor's degree, but that would go through another process that we would have to apply. But it is a 12-month program, and the teachers would be starting summer 1. And so they would go 4 consecutive semesters. And so the goal is to get their 18 hours in those 3 areas. So just to give you some steps of what's been completed, this work has been happening since November to make sure that we submit the letter, that we get all the information that the Alamo Colleges needs to make sure that we are in compliance with the grant. And so one of the last phases of the grant is just making sure that we have a teacher agreement for those teachers. So we have 4 teachers that have been identified to take part in this grant. And so some of the teacher requirements that you do see here is that they do have to fulfill the 18 hours in those 3 areas, and they have to remain in good academic standing with St. Mary's. And then they have to successfully complete the 18 hours. They can't start, I'll do 3 and then, I'll take a break. They have to fulfill all those 18 hours within those 4 semesters. And then we would be supplying some documentation to ensure, kind of like the report card, to make sure that they did complete their courses. It is a 3-year commitment for our teachers. So they would be committed to teaching here in the district for 3 years. We definitely don't want to lose our teachers. And so this is part of the resolution that we are asking for approval tonight. Any questions?
Is they completed? Who pays?
I'm sorry?
Who pays?
So the Alamo colleges receive the grant, so they pay everything. The only time that a teacher would be responsible is if they did break the agreement. Yes, sir, yes. And they know the requirements of the grant just to make sure that they would agree before they go ahead and sign the agreement. Yes, we do. We have 2 at Southwest High School and 2 at Southwest Legacy.
The motion and second, the board approve the dual credit faculty expansion project resolution. Questions, anyone? Hearing none, please vote. Okay, consider approval of
Thank you.
library materials purchase for Juan Alvarado.
Veronica, share this information.
Good evening, Dr. Ball, school board members, and senior staff. I'm presenting for your consideration the approval of library materials for Juan Alvarado Elementary, opening in the 26-27 school year. To ensure the campus opens fully prepared, the district has secured an opening day collection through Bound to Stay Bound books. This includes age-appropriate curriculum-aligned materials along with white glove service so that all the books arrive cataloged, labeled, and ready for immediate student use. The service also includes on-site support to assist with actually shelving the books and ensuring that the library is fully set up on day 1. All materials were selected by certified district librarians in alignment with board policy and Senate Bill 13. Each title was reviewed for relevance and compliance, and a 30-day community review period will also be in accordance with board policy. The total cost will be funded through the general fund and will not exceed $146,000. We, at this time, respectfully request board approval of this purchase, and I am happy to answer any questions.
Motion and second, questions, anyone? Hearing none, please vote. Motion passes. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Programs, no items. Okay. One last thing.
Sure. We have lots of events that are starting to happen now. It'll be a very busy few weeks. Each one of you also got this invitation. What we're also trying to do to help the board, because there's so many invitations, we're also sending you an electronic invite to try to help you. But please keep these in mind. Also, just so everybody knows, we have graduations that are starting very soon, but before that, we have our senior walk. Southwest Legacy Senior Walk is May the 6th. And then Southwest High Schools with CAST is May the 12th. CAST graduation is May the 15th. That does feel right around the corner for us. And then the Southwest Legacy and Southwest High School is May the 22nd. Tomorrow, Legacy and Southwest High School baseball teams play at Legacy. And then Southwest High School's girls softball teams start their playoff game on Thursday in Seguin. Those are all the announcements.
Thank you. Board members, any announcements? Hearing none. As permitted by sections 551.001 through 551.146 of the Texas Government Code and pursuant to Texas Government Code 551.074 and pursuant to Texas Government Code 551.075 through 551.089. We will now go into closed session at 8:24. Come back into open session at 9:06 p.m. Item 12A, Superintendent's recommendations on personnel, administrative employment, resignations, reassignments, leaves of absences, and contract renewals.
I move that we approve the superintendent's recommendation on personnel.
I second.
Your motion is second. Board members, vote now. Motion passes. Consider and take possible action to approve written contract for administrator to receive a financial benefit for providing services outside of Southwest ISD.
I move that we approve the written contract for an administrator to receive a financial benefit for providing services outside of Southwest ISD.
I second.
Board members, vote now. Motion passes. Item C, consider approval of a communications annex plan as presented in closed session.
I move that we approve the district's emergency communications annex.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. Board members, vote now. Have one. Thank you. I'm not mentioning any names. Motion passes. Any other business? Hearing none, let us go home, adjourned at 9:08.